So absolutely. So I'm glad that you're gonna surprise us.
Well, here's the thing, Flip. Win, lose, or draw. Good pictures, bad pictures, tough assignment, good assignment. A day in the field to me is always better than a day inside in the office.
So yes. And with regards to that, because you haven't been to Gdańsk, or you have been to Gdańsk, but quite a few years ago, yes?
Many, many years ago, yes. And I visited Poland, I think 2 or 3 times during my career. The last couple of times were for annual report work for pharmaceutical companies.
Okay.
And worked a lot in Warsaw. And the atmosphere of Poland, the beauty and the history there is just incomparable. And I've always had a wonderful welcome there. Mm-hmm. So I'm very much looking forward to being in Gdańsk.
That's great.
Good question. I think, pre-visualization and scouting, which goes along with that, when you're on a job, that's pretty essential. This week, I did 3 days of scouting for a major electrical infrastructure company I'm shooting for, and invaluable information, right? So I had to write a report this weekend, just shooting scouting pictures, nothing particularly serious, but getting the framework of the environment. And then I wrote a report for the client as to recommendations I'm making for how many days each place will take photographically. That kind of thing is absolutely necessary on assignment. On the other hand, when you're gadding about in the streets, surprise is a wonderful thing. The assistant picture editor of Life magazine, I worked for Life for 30 years. He gave me the best advice I've ever gotten from a picture editor. When I was going out on assignment, he just looked at me and said, "Joe, surprise me." And that is a
scary thought.
Yeah, right?
Absolutely.
So many clients nowadays regard photography as an assembly line process because they're very risk avoidant, budget and this and that. There's like, okay, so you'll go from point A to point B, et cetera, and the picture will look like this. I'm like, I can't guarantee you that.
Yeah.
It's going to happen as it happens on the day. What if it's raining? A whole new ballgame.
Absolutely.
So for a photo walk, I think the essence of a good photo walk is to just have fun and encounter things as you would. Will I take a stroll in the neighborhood prior? Yeah, probably. Just look here and there, see where maybe graphics are, this and that. And I think really, though, I think the best part of it is to be spontaneous and encounter pictures and adapt to the photograph that you see. One of the big things I always mention is you see a scene in the street or wherever, and you're attracted to it because maybe of the situation, the light, or something like that. So in medicine, they have the Hippocratic Oath that doctors take, and one of the very first elements of that is first, do no harm. So in other words, see a scene that you like, but you have to tweak it a little bit. Don't destroy it. Don't Bigfoot your way through it with, oh, now I have to bring in a bunch of lights and I have to control it and this and that. Be open to the surprise of it and then adjust accordingly, even if it's just minutely, just a little kind of pop of light or an angle or something that you can bring that will enhance the situation that you were already attracted to. Oh, God forbid. No. I'm going to take maybe one or two lights. It's kind of over to you. I will have a model along with us. We'll have a subject. Okay. As maybe one extra pair of hands to come along. That'd be fantastic.
That's
and
great.
Then we we can share, information, we can share approach, we can do a lot of different things out on a photo walk. Again, it's as has been said by any number of photographers who work in the street, the chemistry of the street is uncertain. Mm. Sometimes it will shut you down. Other times it'll open up wonderful and glorious things to you. So we'll throw ourselves into it and see how we do.
So absolutely. So I'm glad that you're going to surprise us.
Well, here's the thing, Flip. Win, lose, or draw. Good pictures, bad pictures, tough assignment, good assignment. A day in the field, to me, is always better than a day inside in the office.
I can absolutely relate to that. I'm not saying this out loud, am I?
Well, you're going out tomorrow to shoot. I won't disclose the details.
Yes.
It evidently involves expensive equipment, lighting, and a large body of water.
Yes, and waking up in
most people won't do that. They'll say, "Oh no, I'm not going to bring my expensive stuff out." Photographers, we do it all the time, right? At the end of the day, you don't really care so much about the gear. You should. I mean, you have to be careful. But at the same time, you pursue a picture so vehemently, so passionately that, you'll just, put your stuff down, you'll take off your clothes, you'll walk into the water, you'll do whatever you have to do. Mm-hmm. You become what the job needs you to become to achieve success at that moment, because you don't get it back, right? Those moments in time out on the street or on assignment, if you pull back, if you're reticent, if you get blocked or something like that, then that time is gone. It's over. Absolutely. So you have to be pleasantly aggressive about seizing that particular frame or getting to where you need to go to make the picture work.
Oh, okay, absolutely. I mean, what I admire most of when I look at your work and when I talk to you is basically that your how do you describe it in English? Childlike curiosity and joy when you're taking photos. I mean, you're not bored with it, and
no, it's never boring. It's never boring. And you have to take the good with the bad too. Mm. You have to accept the fact that sometimes you'll succeed and sometimes you'll fail. So that is all part and parcel of being a photographer and being open to the experience. And, it sounds, a little bit, corny, maybe, as we say in the United States, but you have to greet the world with an open heart and a certain sense of childlike enthusiasm and a compelling, driving sense of curiosity about other people and their lives and how do they do things? How do they work? What do they do for play? How do they go about their day-to-day existence? You have to really devote yourself at that moment to their life, not so much your own life. I worked for National Geographic for 25 years. And sometimes in the field, the thing that you had to do was get onto the boat without having a shred of an idea where that boat was going.
That's part of excitement as well, to being a photographer. And I'm absolutely certain that people who will join us in September will have a glimpse into your workflow and glimpse into and will understand the language of light a bit more, and it will help them become a bit more better photographer. I'm really looking forward.
So. I think it absolutely will. Because photographers, we're legendarily generous, I think, most of the time. I don't think people in the finance world get together at conferences and share all their secrets.
I don't think so.
I don't think that happens. If you're a banker or a lawyer, you probably keep that stuff to yourself. But photographers, we're always trying to pass it on, share knowledge, share information. And I look forward to this because I enjoy the company of photographers.
Oh, that's fantastic. And And I hope and I know that people will get a lot of lovely photos during the ЩwiatłoSiła and your workshops. So it's been an absolute pleasure having talked with you. I know that you're very busy and you found a brief spot to have a chat with us today. So I wish you all the best. Can't wait to see you. I will be your fixer on the spot. So in Poland. So whatever you need, I will try to bring it to you. Yeah.
Okay, wonderful. Well, it's wonderful to talk with you, Filip. And again, I'm deeply honored by the invitation, and can't wait to see you in Gdańsk.
That's fantastic. Thank you very much.